welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this wreath using a cute little shelf sitter doll that I got from Dollar General, some flowers from Dollar Tree, the wreath form is from Roses, but you can get that anywhere, and this little sign that I made using a blank sign form I got from Hobby Lobby, some paint, and some vinyl lettering that I cut out using my Cricut. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I've been wanting to do this one for a long time, so I hope you enjoy watching it. Alrighty, so this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, and I don't know, I've just been procrastinating. But anyway, at Dollar General, I found this really cute little shelf sitter girly here. If y'all watch my shopping haul videos, I know that you've seen her. And her hair, you see, comes like in these weird, thick curl thingies all over her head, and I did not like that. So I'm going to go back. This has a spot of glue on it. So I got to go back and work with this. But what I did with her hair is I just separated the curls to, you know, try to fill it out a little bit. Girl needed some help. She needed to fire her hairstylist, whoever she had, because they done made a mess out of this woman's head. But I'm going to be using her and this Grapevine wreath. So you're going to need some of those pipe cleaners, some hot glue sticks. I love Gorilla brand. That's the only brand that I use. Of course, the hot glue gun. And some artificial flowers. I've got a ton of them over here. But I didn't really want ribbon on this wreath because I think with the flowers and the doll and the sign that I made, I think that ribbon would be too much. Once I get it all put together, I might go back and put a bow on it. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like here in a little bit. But she looks like she's getting ready to go shopping. She's all dressed up. She's got her little handbag here. So I made this sign. These are just sign blanks. You get these in a 4-pack at Hobby Lobby, and I swear I can't remember how much they were off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but I'm sure Michael's and AC Moore and Joann's carry something similar. They weren't very expensive, and they're really lightweight, so they're really good to use on signs. I had gotten this paint from Michael's, and like one of the multi-packs they have is the color Grape Taffy, and I thought it went pretty well with her outfit. So I just painted the sign with this purple. 2 or 3 coats. Once it was dried, I used my Cricut and I cut out the lettering. If I'm not home, I'm shopping. So I just thought that that was cute. But to attach a shelf sitter, try saying that 3 times fast. If you look in stores, I know I had a cute one around Christmas time that I put on a wreath. And a lot of people overlook these because they're so heavy. And you know, you don't want something heavy hanging on your door. And if you make wreaths and sell them, you know that shipping is outrageous. So do what you can to lighten your wreaths up. But these shelf sitters, I'm getting ready to do something inappropriate. Woo! What they have in them, and you can feel, there's a little plastic bag in their bottom that has sand, gravel, you know, whatever the manufacturer uses to make them heavy to set on a shelf. You need to take that out. Okay, and to do that, you just take some scissors. Be careful. Like I said, you can pinch it, you can feel it. Just be careful and just barely cut through the fabric enough to be able to pull that bag of stuff out. And then you can take needle and thread and stitch it back shut, or just take your hot glue gun, which is what I'm going to do. You're not going to be able to see this, so, you know, don't worry too much about it. Try to just cut the fabric. You know, not cut that bag of stuff, because if you cut the actual bag, it's going to go everywhere and you're going to make a mess. Now watch me. I'm telling y'all this. Watch me. I'm going to make a mess here. Okay, I can see what they used. Yeah, it's a little plastic bag. It looks like it's gravel. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out. We're going to try. I am pulling out all the junk in her trunk. Do y'all see this? She's not going to have any booty when I'm done. I'm sorry, girl, but that's the way it's got to be. I'm sorry. All right, let's see what these... Oh, Lord. Ah, okay. This bag has a tiny rip in it. So carefully. What in the name of God is this? I guess it's stone. Actually, I thought it might have been cat litter. I'm like, oh my God, there's stuff in there for cat litter. Good Lord, they put a big old bag in there. But just try to be easy to take that out, okay? Now see, this is really heavy. So we're just going to set that to the side. Now this is so inappropriate. I'm sorry, girly. Alright, let's get this out of the way. So like I said, nobody's going to see this. So you can just take a bit of hot glue and stick it back together if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. But see, she's wearing a dress, so the dress is going to cover all of this stuff up. But around Christmas time, you know, like if you get an elf or something like that that may not be wearing a dress, you might want to just be a little bit more careful and stitch it. So, alright. I know this is boring, y'all. I'm sorry. That is not wanting to stick that together. You know what? I might just go back and stitch that with some needle and thread. But anyway, I'll show you this and then I'll pause the video and I'll stitch her up right quick. But to actually see, she's so much lighter now. She lost about 20 pounds. What you can do now is to actually attach her to the wreath form. You can use floral wire if you want to. I don't really like to because I don't feel like it gives you enough stability. So I'm going to take 2 pipe cleaners and I'm just going to twist the end of the pipe cleaners together just like this to make one big long one, okay, like this. And then I'm going to once again pull up this woman's dress, wrap it around her waist, just like that, and then twist it. Okay, so that you have these 2 hanging down here. Okay, like I said, if they're not wearing a skirt, it makes it a lot easier. But since she's wearing a skirt, you want to pull that down around her bottom and place her on your wreath, like on the inside of your wreath. I know this is a bad angle. I'm sorry. It's about where you want her to sit on the wreath. And then just kind of mark that with your finger. And then take your scissors and cut a tiny, tiny hole in her dress. Feed the pipe cleaners through it. And then you'll use the pipe cleaners to attach her to the wreath. So, like I said, I'm going to get a needle and thread. I'm going to stitch it up, seeing as how the glue is not wanting to stick to this. This is some very slippery fabric here. I'm going to go ahead and stitch her back side up, and I'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to attach her. Alrighty, so, no, she does not have a tail. I sewed up the hole in this poor girl's bum, and then I took the pipe cleaners, like I said, and I cut just a tiny, tiny little slit in the back of her skirt here, and then I fed the pipe cleaners through it. Okay, now I want to put her on the wreath, and I want to find a place for her to sit where her hands can be stretched out to the side, because, let's see, let's just say that she's going to sit here. I want her hands to kind of come out and look like she's hanging on to the wreath, you know, like she's trying to hold herself up or something. That's the way I want her to look. So let's say she's going to sit there, and I don't like that. Like I said, sometimes you just have to play with things, you know, just to see how you want them to look. That looks okay. I'll work with that here in a bit. But yeah, I want her to sit, I think right about here will be okay. So what I'm going to do is, get your feet out of the way, woman. I'm going to take the pipe cleaners and just kind of run it down through the back. This can get annoying because, see, nothing is in place and your doll is going to kind of flop around a little bit. Just feed it through, there we go. And then just take your other piece and feed it through. And you know what? Nobody is going to be seeing the pipe cleaners, so don't worry. Nobody's going to see the stitching in her backside. And you know, if somebody comes to your house and they're flipping your wreaths over and looking up a doll's skirt, and you know, they got bigger problems than your wreath does. So I'm going to turn her over. Let's see. Let's just feed it through this way. Like I said, floral wire, I do use that. But like for bigger things like this doll, I don't want to. I like the stability of the pipe cleaners. Pull your dress down, woman. We're on camera. She's brazen, isn't she? Okay, now I just tightened that there. Now I'm just going to put this on a couple other places. Don't worry, by the time this is all said and done, she's going to be secure. She's not coming off. So, just wrap it around another time, and then tighten it that way. That is sturdy. She's not going to be coming off of there. Okay. And then we'll take her hands. I might do that at the end. I don't know. Put her little hands up to where she's holding on to the wreath. This one is very tightly wound too. I'll tell them that. Props to Roses. But let's see. I want it to kind of look like she's on a swing or something. I don't know. Like she's holding on. But, alright. We'll see how that works out. I'll play with her a little bit later. But yeah, the sign, like I said, it's very, very lightweight. So you can either hot glue your sign directly onto the wreath, or on the back you can glue some pipe cleaners and then weave the pipe cleaners in and out, which is what I like to do. Because as you can see, the Grapevine wreath, of course, is not even, it's not smooth, and it's kind of hit or miss, you know, as to whether or not your glue can actually, you know, grasp onto here. So I think I want to put my sign right about there. I didn't want it, I don't like it like that. I like it kind of off to the side. So what I'm going to do with that is clean this stuff away. And this is how you can attach a whole lot of different things. Not just these little signs, but you know, anything that you would find in a store that you'd want to attach to a wreath that doesn't have, you know, that might not be, you know, specifically for putting on a wreath. This is how you can attach pretty much anything. I just put a blob of hot glue and just lay your pipe cleaner down in it once you've bent it a little bit. Give me something to push this down in here. Whee! And then just put some more glue on top. Like I said, nobody's going to see this. I need another glue stick. And then we're going to, we'll bend this just a little bit, help hold it on there. Oh, heaven forbid. Just put a blob right there. And then you can attach it to the wreath in the same way that I attached the doll. You know, you just weave it in and out through the grapevine part. And it's pretty sturdy, believe me, it's not, it won't fall off. And that's what I like about the Gorilla Glue, is it holds up to weather pretty well. It really does. The heat and the cold is actually designed, you know, for to be put out in the weather. It actually says on the package, you know, weather resistant. So, alright, so I'm going to let that sit there for a little bit and cool down. I'm going to get my flowers out. And I've got, all that I grabbed at Dollar Tree is a bunch of just purple and white. Because I wanted this thing to be like just overly purple. As I said, purple is my favorite color. And then I got, well, can y'all see these? I got that kind. And then I got, what else did I get? These. Just anything that was in a shade of purple I grabbed. And then the white, you know, to kind of break it up. And then I got these. I think I've got some more purple ones over there in a box somewhere. But I'm going to let this glue set up. And then I'm going to separate my flowers, take the heads off of them and everything so that I can use them. And then I will come back and show you how to put those on. Okay, so I've got my sign put on. And I cut some of the flowers apart. I've got some of them kind of like going up the side here. Like I said, I know this is a bad angle. I'm sorry. But I trim my pipe cleaners off there. But yeah, what I do is I just take my flowers and I cut kind of like a stem, about yay long. That way I can kind of like shove it down inside the wreath, you know, to kind of see where I want it all to go. I don't have any of this glued down yet. Okay, I like to do it that way. I do glue everything down at the end. But I can't find my wire cutter, so I'm just really tearing up this cheap pair of scissors here. Let's move this so y'all can see it. And I just stick it down in the wreath like that. Just kind of place things, you know, and then I can move it around. That way, you know, I don't just glue it down in the beginning, so that I can move it around and see how I like it. And then once I have it, you know, however I want it, then I go back and start gluing everything down. But yeah, I don't think I'll put a bow on this one. Ugh. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Good Lord. Yeah, I think it'll be too much with a bow. I really, really do. So I think I'm just going to leave that off. What is up with these leaves? Okay, you go up there. I noticed my Dollar Tree was getting in a lot of new flowers. And I wanted to get some daisies, just, you know, some plain white daisies. And they didn't have those today. But I'm going to be going back. I don't like that there. Do I want that there? No, I don't think so. Put it there maybe? I don't, hang on. But when they get that in, I think I'll go back and grab some. But, and I know like with this video, I know that not everybody has a Dollar General. I know not everybody has a Dollar General, so you may not be able to find this particular doll. But, you know, if you look at any craft store, you could probably find something comparable that you would like to use. I was just trying to give you the idea, you know, of how to go about attaching it and whatnot. But, do I want that there? I don't know. And you know what? I'll ask myself that about 5,000 times before I actually glue anything down. Like, do I want that there? You know, I don't know. But anyway, that's how I make shelf sitter wreaths. So, if you come across any cute ones, don't be afraid to grab them to use them in this manner. It will work. You just gotta manipulate it a little bit. But there we go. But I'm going to continue working on these flowers. And I hope you enjoyed what I've got going so far. If you would, please give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media. I'll have the links to all of those in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.